This is the MDRT podcast. Do you prioritize your life outside the office? Do you make changes in your business to create more flexibility with prospecting and staffing? During a conversation at MDRT headquarters,
Leanne Bull from Bundaberg, Queensland, Australia.
David Meszaros from Whitehorse, Yukon, Canada.
Paresh Shah, Hicksville, New York, USA.
shared the recent progress they have seen in themselves and their businesses. While this was recorded before the pandemic, the ideas could be even more useful now.
For me, I guess the biggest area of growth for me has been responding to a challenge that came to me about 10 years ago that came out of the wisdom challenge of, are you working to take time off or are you taking time off so you can work? And while it's easy to say, it's harder to absorb, and realizing that, yes, we've made a successful transition to taking time off so then I can work. And that means that for me, it's almost like an airport runway. I know when the next 4 or 5 times off are, and I don't mind working hard in between because I know I'm going to get a break. The irony behind all that is it seems the more time I take off, the more money I make, which is counterintuitive, but it seems to be the interesting outcome of that as a consequence.
I think for us in the US here, I was with a single insurance company as an advisor, and we became independent in December 17, January 18. And after the transition, the kind of growth that we have seen in 2019, I think it's been startling and surprising. And I think that growth, which was just primarily, I think, has happened more because of the perspective of our prospects towards us has changed, has been a little bit startling and exciting also. So we've been happy to be independent now and to see this growth.
I'd have to say back to possibly the Brisbane office has gone particularly well because we're not limited to who we can employ. In Bundaberg, you're very limited to a small group. They said 69,000 is the population. I think those figures are a little bit old. It might be 80,000. But the amount of people that are in financial planning is a small number. So you either kind of half know them and wouldn't employ them or had some kind of contact with them or whatever it happens to be. Whereas having the offices in Brisbane, you've got a bigger pool of people. So we've been able to employ a lot easier down there. My son has also joined the business after finishing his degree in a Bachelor of Business and a Bachelor of Commerce. And Karen, my senior girl who runs the Brisbane office, decided that she wanted him to be her right-hand man. He's going to take on an operations manager role. And what he's doing is going through every step that we do that takes, say, if we do 2,000 of these, he's turning it from a 3-minute project into a 30-second project. And then he's going, okay, in addition to that, I can make that not only do what it does in 30 seconds, I can make it do 6 other things. So he's adding on a whole heap of extra activities to the 33-minute thing. So the 3-minute thing before was getting us a PV to do all our file notes and everything that we operated through. Now it's giving us a whole arrangement. So I suppose employing somebody with really good technical skills and technology skills and coding and all of those types of things who can do things that I didn't even know were possible. If I'd known it was possible, I would have employed someone to do it. But you've got to find people with completely different skills. And that's the best thing about employing is that you're getting, and sometimes you get a bad apple, but the best thing about employing is that when you find somebody who knows something you don't know, and you can add that into what you do.
That's the end of this month's episode. If you'd like to subscribe, you can find us on SoundCloud and Spotify at MDRT Podcast. Thanks for listening, and see you next time.